What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to Zero Productions. So if you clicked on this video, you know that this video is going to have spoilers. And we're going to be talking so many spoilers within Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, you guys. I just got out of my 3 o'clock showing, and let me tell you guys, I am still riding on the high of this movie. And let me tell you something, it didn't disappoint from fucking Jump Street to the end of this movie to the post-credit scenes, you guys. Holy shit. They really just did this. This movie felt just like a comic book, ripped from the pages. It was insane, you guys. Sam Raimi did a wonderful job. And when I tell you, Sam Raimi has a very particular style, the way he moves his camera, the way he visualizes certain terrifying, scary moments in his previous films like Evil Dead 1 and 2, Army of Darkness. Boy, oh boy, it worked. I am so happy they had Sam Raimi come in for Scott Derrickson and direct this movie, you guys, because the horror elements to this movie were absolutely probably one of my favorite things. I'm a huge horror guy. And boy, oh boy, when Wanda Maximoff was going through the whole Illuminati base, limping and shit, looking for people, I was terrified. It was so good, you guys. OMG. The hype is so real, you guys. I am so excited right now. I can't even get words out of my mouth. Let's talk about the meat and the potatoes, the cameos, who appeared. Well, you guys, the Illuminati were very important in a particular universe. And let me tell you just the whole backstory of the Illuminati and that universe is strange and what happened to him. I was just like, holy shit. The Illuminati in the core. Who was a part of the team? You had Captain Carter. Then you also had Captain Marvel, right? And then you had Professor X. And let me tell you guys something. When Professor X came on screen for the first time, and if you listen very closely, you hear the animated X-Men theme. I was just like, Kevin Feige gets us. The creators over there, they understand what us fans love. And fans love that X-Men 90s animated series. And when I heard that shit play on the screen, I geeked the fuck out. Now, granted, my wife doesn't know. So I'm like, oh shit. Like just geeking out, having the most fun time of my life. It was amazing. And him in the floating yellow fucking car, yes. It was gonna kind of silly, but it worked. It worked, you guys. And Patrick Stewart is aging so much. I love him. And I hope to see him continue on in a different universe in the 616 timeline in the MCU, because he is Professor X, you guys. He is Charles Xavier. Holy shit. Moving on. Black Bolt. Black Bolt was in this movie, you guys, a part of the Illuminati, just like in the comics. And let me tell you guys something. It wasn't that Black Bolt you saw in the AB series, right? The ABC series, right? It wasn't that. It was the same actor. But boy, oh boy, his costume was comic book accurate. It was sexy. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Oh my God, he was so menacing. He was so good. So good. And then of course, John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Holy fuck. That was a scene within itself. I absolutely lost it. I went nuts. I was like, oh my God. Like, seeing him in the suit, the beard. Look, this leads me to believe that in that particular universe, it's John Krasinski. But in the main 616 timeline, it is also that particular actor. You don't just have John Krasinski for one movie and one cameo and you kill him off. You don't. You have him continue on and play Reed Richards, you guys. He looks so good. And then, of course, the last member was Baron Mordo. Yes, you guys, he was a member part of the Illuminati. Holy shit. And let me tell you guys something. When Stephen Strange tried to tell him, look, you guys, Wanda's coming. We got to figure something out. Give me the Vishanti. We need this. They didn't listen. And then when she came to that facility, destroying, dreamwalking, wreaking havoc on everybody, I did not expect the entire Illuminati to die. Professor X, Reed Richards is dead, Black Bolt. But the way they died was so gruesome and gross. I loved it. I was like, this is a Marvel Studios movie? Captain Carter got her body chopped in half by her shield? What? The way Black Bolt died, he was like, yo, Black Bolt can kill you with one word. Be careful. She was like, oh, what now, sweetie? He spoke in his head and blew the fucking brains out of him. I was like, oh my God. The way she killed Reed Richards, she like stretched him and like shredded him. I was like, oh, this is crazy. This is so good. I had the time of my life, you guys. That whole sequence, explaining the Illuminati, explaining Doctor Strange in that particular universe, how he stopped Thanos. He had to use the Vishanti or the Darkhold or whatever, I forgot. And I was just like, oh my God. And the way he died, you know, they told that particular universe that he was a hero. He was a hero. He died fighting Thanos. Now the Illuminati decided his fate. They're like, we got to kill this brother. And the way Black Bolt did it, man, holy shit. I'm sorry. Woo, the way his powers looked at it just blew his body up. I was like, oh my, that was such a scene, you guys. A scene for the ages. Absolutely. That is the meat and potatoes of this movie. That is the most heavily, huge spoiler thing we can talk about in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness was that Illuminati scene, you guys. And I like the fact that when Stephen was talking to Reed, he had mentioned something about the 60s. So, which leads me to believe that the Fantastic Four exists in the 616 universe, and they had went in a mission in the 60s and never came back. And nobody's ever heard of them. Why? To be continued. Whoever decides to direct a new Fantastic Four movie, which won't be John Watts, oh my God, how exciting. Could we get a potential Fantastic Four movie set in the 60s during that first mission? And they come back to whatever, you know, time is, they come back. Holy shit. How exciting. You guys, I'm so hyped. This movie was equally a Doctor Strange movie as it was a Wanda Scarlet Witch. It definitely was. And let me tell you guys, the supporting cast, America Chavez was absolutely great. I'll be honest with you guys. Before watching this movie, I didn't know much about the character. I was like, whatever, you know, but seeing her backstory and seeing her, you know, accidentally killing her parents, her two mothers for the first time, I was just like, holy shit, dude, her powers are gorgeous. She can travel the multiverse, and the way it looks and the star behind her, it was insane. It was cool. I absolutely loved America Chavez by the end of this movie. Absolutely loved it. You know, the fact that she's at Kamartaj, she's with Wong, she's training to be a sorcerer. While she has these powers, you guys, just wait until she fully learns how to control her powers. Because throughout this entire movie, she didn't know how to control her powers. Wanda was after her from the jump. Wanda was so corrupted, so manipulated by the Darkhold. She was willing to kill anybody to get to her children in a different multiverse. And through that was America Chavez. She was searching for her to get her powers. And she was like, look, I sent demons after you. I didn't want to come after you. I sent demons. I spared your ass. I was like, holy shit. You are that powerful. And the way they really showcased Wanda's powers and showed just how evil she was, boy, oh boy, it worked. She was very powerful and very scary, you guys. So unbelievably good. Elizabeth Olsen nailed this shit. She embodies this role. And when I saw her die at the end of this movie, I was hurt because I loved Wanda in WandaVision. I feel for her. And then, you know, in this movie, I was like, she can't be dead, right? So when they destroyed that copycat version of the Darkhold and they went to Wendigo Mountain or whatever with Wong, and you see that's the actual Darkhold within itself. That's where Chthon had put all the scriptures on the wall and whatever. I was like, oh my God, the lore is getting deeper and deeper. I love it. It was so cool, you guys. So cool. Oh my God. You guys. Dreamwalking. I think that's what it was called. Isn't it? Is that what it's called, babe? Dreamwalking? Mm-hmm. Dreamwalking. When Stephen Strange decided to dreamwalk his dead body on Earth 616 and we got zombie Doctor Strange, I was like, yo, this is dope. This is awesome. And it looked good. If you guys have seen Evil Dead, you know Evil Ash. And let me tell you something, that was on par with some Evil Ash. I was like, or the Army of Darkness. I was just like, oh, this is so cool. He's using his dead body in Earth 616 to go after Wanda. Oh my God, that was such an amazing scene. And when he was doing his crazy thing, oh, he's just like terrifying, you guys. This movie was absolutely astonishing. I mean, from Jump Street this movie nailed every aspect for me. I had such a good time. Like, it didn't feel like a clusterfuck. It didn't feel like a mess to me, you know, because I understand comic book movies. It's a comic book movie. It's not supposed to make sense sometimes. It's a comic book. It's an adaptation of a comic book. And I feel like some people get lost in that shit. And they're like, well, this particularly, that wouldn't happen. And I was like, bro, it's fantasy. Get your head out of your ass and understand that concept. Oh, wow, you guys. Post-credit scene. Clea shows up. Now, let's talk about, before we jump into that, let's talk about the third eye Doctor Strange. I didn't necessarily understood what happened at the end of this movie, because when he encountered that Doctor Strange, you know, he was holding the Darkhold, and he was like, I need to use that or whatever. And then when they got down or whatever, which was kind of weird when they were doing the whole, you know, music notes going back at each other, like, shoo, shoo, playing music and shit. I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And then he kills him, right? That third eye. And then he possesses the Darkhold or whatever, and he uses it to go after Wanda. I was just like, okay, at the end of this movie, things seem to be normal. Steven's walking on the street, and all of a sudden he's like, ah, out of his head. And I was like, so is that Strange dreamwalking in this is Strange's universe? I was like, what? And then at the end of this movie, Clea shows up, played by Charlize Theron, which was awesome, by the way. And she was like, you created something. I forgot that particular word. And he was like, put his uniform on, whatever. The third eye came out, and then boom, the dark dimension with Dormammu. And I was like, holy shit, let's go, you guys. I would love to see Dormammu return. I thought he was great in the first Doctor Strange movie. But I want to see him in more of a human form. That would be so cool, you guys. So freaking cool. Did I miss anything? Did I really miss anything? Man, oh, dude, the first reference to when America Chavez and Doctor Strange first got captured by, you know, Mordo and the, you know, the Illuminati, whatever, and he's talking to that iteration of Christine, and she was talking to him, and she was like, yeah, the Baxter Building or the Baxter Foundation. I was like, oh, I understood that reference. I got it. The Fantastic Four. I looked at my wife. I was like, oh, the Fantastic Four. She's like, what's going on? I was like, just wait. Something's gonna happen. You guys, it was so much fun. But yeah, man, I mean, from Danny Elfman's score to the cinematography, to the acting, the supporting cast, everything, all the elements, the story felt great. The story felt cohesive. The story really, really had you involved. You just kept wanting more. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen in this scene? Oh my God. It really, really had a great, engaging story. I mean, the Illuminati part was definitely my favorite part. Getting the backstory of that Doctor Strange and seeing Professor X fight Wanda, you know, oh my God, the way he got killed. I was like, no, shit, that shit was creepy, bro. I still can't get that scene out of my head where she's chasing, you know, Steven, America Chavez, and Christine through like those tunnels or whatever. She's like, ah, and I was like, oh shit, man. Zombie Wanda. You guys, it was so great. Oh man, final thoughts, 9 out of 10, fantastic movie. Really, really exceeded my expectations, you guys. Where do we go from here? That's the question. Where do we go, you guys? That is the question. You go into Thor: Love and Thunder, you deal with more gods. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, kind of more of a home-based story, all about protecting your own. And shit, man, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium after that. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Did you like it? Did it exceed your expectations? What did you think about the whole cameo sequence, you guys? I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on the Illuminati, you guys. Oh, post your comments down below, you guys. And of course, thank you for watching C-World Productions. Peace.